Hi, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm really picky about my pens, like super picky. I don't know if you remember, but in 2022, I did a collaboration with Writech and they sent me some of their pens. And I gotta tell you, I'm really honest on my channel and I really do love their pens. Pens I've been using a lot are the gel pens that look like this. They're so pretty and they write really, really well. And then the sign brush pens. I only have about 6 of these. So when Writech reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do another collaboration, I was very excited and I asked them for more of the sign brush pens. So they sent me 3 packs. And I also asked for these Ombre gel pens because I thought they looked really cool. And then they surprised me by throwing in some of these really cool highlighters. So we're gonna unbox everything and I'm gonna swatch these out and show you just how great these pens are. I do have a discount code for you for purchasing anything here on Amazon, and I will put that down in the description box. But let's get started and unbox some of these pens. Very excited. I'm gonna do the sign brush pens last. We're gonna start with these other ones. I have a Happy Notes notebook. Actually, it's a Happy Plans and Notes from Happy Planner. And so we'll test the pens on this paper. So these are the Ombre gel pens. They are 0.7 millimeters. So they're a little bit thicker than what I usually use, but I like having different thicknesses at my disposal because I like to vary, you know, how I write. Sometimes I write with a really thin pen and other times I like just a little bit thicker. I thought these were all black, but they're actually colored pens, which is exciting. We have to take off all these little caps, you know. That's the struggle when you get new pens, but I don't mind. Sometimes these are all over my floor. They're so pretty, aren't they? I think they're gorgeous. I love that ombre effect, which is why I really love these pens too. Like okay, let's just talk about the feel. Wait, let me get these out of the way. This is what they look like. It has this little opening so you can see the inside of the barrel, and then it's clickable, obviously. These feel great in your hand. I can't express how much I love the feel of these because it's so matte and it's a little bit grippy. It's not like super grippy, but it feels just very good in your hand. I love that about this pen, and it's a nice, the barrel is like a nice thickness. I don't know, these are just great because this is very similar to this one, obviously, so I'm used to writing with it, and I love it. So let's just take a minute and write with these gorgeous little pens. And I don't know what this color is called. I don't think these have color names? No, we're gonna name them then. Let's start with the little scribble. Ooh, that's bright. That's brighter than I thought it would be. That's pretty. We are going to call this one Flamingo. If you're new to my channel, I tend to like to name things. One of my dream jobs is like naming paint colors or naming crayon colors or naming nail polish colors. Yeah, I don't know why. It just kind of appeals to me. We're going to go for the blue one next. That's so bright. They're so much brighter than I thought. I love it. I love bright colors. This one's going to be Calypso blue. I don't know why. I don't even know if that's like, if that makes sense. Calypso. Okay, this one looks like a lime green. It's not. It's shocking. So surprising, the colors here. So we are going to call this one leaf green. Actually, it's not really leaf green, but we're going to call it that because some leaves are this color, okay? Let's see. That's even brighter. This one should be Flamingo, but we're gonna call this one Cotton Candy. These write really well, by the way. I should really talk about how they write and not what I'm naming them, but they write really well. They're very smooth. They're not too scratchy. They don't make a lot of sound when you write. Like they just feel good. So this one is purple. We're gonna call it Barney. Yeah, weird. And we'll go for the black one next. Obviously, that's just gonna be black. We'll call it Midnight. And then this one is a darker blue. we'll call it, it's a royal blue, but let's call it something more interesting like blueberry pie. I love how these write. I've used a lot of colored gel pens in my time as a planner, and these are really, really up there with the best I've used. And I really do try to be honest on my channel and give honest reviews. I love these so much. I like them a lot better than like my Papermate ones, a lot better than those. I also like them better than my Tool pens, which have been some of my go-to color gel pens for a long time. I do like these better. Now they are a little bit thicker, but I don't mind that, especially for a colored pen. I like that. So this one is, we'll call that tangerine, even though it's a little dark for tangerine. So those colors were surprising. My only complaint about these is that I wish the colors were more matching to the barrels. I feel like they're a lot darker or brighter, which is fine now that I know, but just something to keep in mind. So this is what they look like. And let's look at the other side and see if it went through. I don't see really any ghosting or any bleed through, so we're good there. Now let's take a look at these interesting highlighters. These are like really cool. Oh, these do have colors. I'm gonna name the colors the way they named them because these are cool names, because they're all like celestial names. So these I think are supposed to resemble astronauts, you know, their helmets. How fun is this? They're really thick and chunky. Just something a little bit different. If you're used to using like mild liners or something, these are really, really different and fun. Let's test them out. That's what that one looks like. I'm not going to write the colors, but that one's called Galaxy. How fun is that? Ooh, pretty. This one is called Meteorite. Or is that? No, this one's Moldavite. I don't know. Moldavite. Ah, that's brighter than I expected. And that one's called Sun for obvious reasons. Ooh, pretty. This one is Meteor. This one is Aurora. These are nice and bright. This one is, what is this one? I guess this is Meteorite. Yeah. That one is Red Nebula. And this one is Mercury. So that is such a fun little space theme, isn't it? This is what the colors look like. They're really pretty. And I just think these are fun and different. I really was excited that they sent these to me. By the way, thank you so much to Writech for sending these to me and for sponsoring this video. Appreciate it. Okay, now we're gonna get into the sign brush pens. Again, like these are some of my favorite colored brush pens I've ever used. I really enjoy these pens. So some of the colors I think I'm already gonna have. I think I have probably most of these ones, but not all of them. I think I had an 8-pack and this is a 12-pack. So there are some colors that I don't have. So let's check these out. Actually, let me open up all of the pens and show you all the colors. Well, no, we'll just do it one at a time. Sorry, I'm indecisive today. So like I said, this is the vintage color pack. And we will swatch these first. I guess I'm gonna name these because like I said, that's what I do. And these don't have color names on them. I know what some of these are like already, but we're just going to test them up here. This one is going to be called Storm Cloud. So as you can see, these brush pens are smaller. You know, I have Tombos and those are awesome, but these ones are still brush pens, but they are for smaller writing. Now I can write bigger as well with these. It's just going to be like skinnier than a Tombow would be, but it still is awesome. If you're new to brush lettering, I feel like this tip is going to be good for you. I think it's good for beginners because it's a more firm tip. It's not super flexible. You don't have to worry about it like getting away from you. It just feels really good. It's hard to explain if you aren't a brush letterer how this feels, but I think this is good for beginners. I really, really do. Let's check out all these other colors here. We'll call this one burgundy. Actually, it's more like maroon. I'm going to call this next one dark mauve. It's not really dark and it's not really mauve, but that's what we're going with, okay? You get what you get. Even Writech, you get what you get too, Writech. Sorry, being a little sassy, but you know, I like to name them. Dark mauve. Okay, sometimes my names are very off, just warning you. So this one, let's call it purpley. Purpley. This one is soft rose. By the way, I love these colors together. They are cute together, aren't they? It all kind of coordinates. And I do agree with like the vintage color theme. This one, we're going to get a little more crazy with our names, and we're going to call this one Forest Oasis. I'm going to call this one Blue River. Sundial. It actually is not like a sunny yellow, but that's what I'm going for. We'll call this one Sawdust. Basil. Little light for basil, but you get what you get. We will call this one Aquamarine. Apricot Sorbet, even though this really isn't the color of apricot. I'm not doing well today, but that's okay. It's all about the pens, not the names, Mary Ellen. So these colors are beautiful. Look at them. Look at them all. I think they're lovely, and they're lovely together. So these pens, they're like some of my faves. I'm very, very excited that I have more of these. Super excited. There's 4 of these I don't have. I have to figure out which ones. I think it's this one and this one. I don't know. It doesn't matter to you. But I'm very excited to open up 2 new packs. Very excited. Okay, so this is called Natural Color Pack. And these are all ones I don't have. I actually just put away all my pens. I hung Mike hung my pen holders for me, and then I put away all my pens. I organized them all, and I saved a whole row just for these pens because I knew I was getting them. So I can't wait to put them away. I think I will be doing like a pen organization video at some point, but not right this second. Okay, look at these colors. So these are more like primary sort of colors, I guess. Some of them. We're calling this first one Cobalt Blue. I don't think it's actually cobalt. It looks a little dark for that, but lovely color nonetheless. This one's called Dark Dungeon. It's just black, people. It's just black, but we're calling it Dark Dungeon because that's funnier. Yeah. I'll call this one Tomato. Here's Olive. Actually, let's be more creative and call it Olive Pit. This one is Tree Bark. Sunshine. I had a dog named Sunshine when I was a kid, fun fact. She was a toy poodle. She was sweet and sometimes not sweet, but I loved her. Sunshine. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna call this one Tropical Waters. I might run out of room. We'll just do water. This one is Bluebird. I have a lot of bluebirds outside my window and I love to watch them while I work, like while I edit videos and stuff. I have bluebirds, I have blue jays. A lot of different kinds of birds are love to hang out on the tree right outside my window, and the squirrels, so they're fun to watch. We'll call this one Jade. You know what this one is, right? Cantaloupe. Obviously. Ooh, cantaloupe's a fun word to write in brush lettering. I mean, I know I'm not doing like cursive, but cantaloupe's really fun to write. You can use that as a practice word. Call this one lavender. And this one, for lack of anything more interesting, let's call this one spring green. And it's a little bit sagey, but I'm calling it spring green. Okay, those colors are pretty. Okay, so again, this is the natural color pack. That's what they look like. I don't know that these are all natural colors, but still, this is the natural color pack. And we are going to move on to the last pack, which is the vibrant color pack. And I've been saving this one for last because bright colors are my favorite. So let's take a look at these. Come on. I'm always looking for really bright, fun colors to write in my planner with, and really excited about these. Look at these. They're going to be fun to name. I should keep them in the order because the color order looks so good, but I never seem to do that. All right, let's start with this one. This one is Pink Punch. This is Lemon Luster. It's hard to see this one. Typically, if I write with light colored pens, I usually outline it in black or something. We're going to call this Cyan Burst. Lime Dazzle. I mean, it is dazzly, isn't it? Kind of. This one is called Vibrant Violet. Orangeade. I'm writing kind of fast, so my brush lettering isn't, perfect here. I know there's not as many thicks and thins as there usually would be if I was writing slower. Also, I'm writing kind of small with these, so keep that in mind. Oh, this one. This one's Koala Bear. Aw. How cute. Electric Blue. So one thing I've noticed about these is that they're pretty spot on as far as the color that's on here and the color that's on the page. I love that because sometimes it's almost exact, because sometimes it's so surprising the difference. And I know these were surprising to me, but they're, different kinds of pens. But all of the sign brush pens, it looks good to me. They look the same as what's on here. And again, that's so important to me in a pen, because then I don't have to do swatch charts and everything and look at it every time. I can just write with it and know what to expect. This one, let's call this Dirt. That one's easy. Radiant Red. It's actually a little bit orangey, but mostly red. This one is Vivid Orchid. Now I'm getting very inventive, I feel like, with these names. Writech, if you want to hire me to name your pens, just saying, I can come up with better names than these. These are just on the fly, if I have time to think. And let's see. What would this be? Emerald Ring. All right, here you have it, the Vibrant Color Pack sign brush pens. Look how pretty, very, very pretty. So I guess I didn't really do a test on if these would go through, but I don't see them. Like there's a little bit from the violet. It looks like a very tiny bit there. Let's just do a quick test on a separate piece of paper for a couple of these darker colors just to see. Now, if you go like this and go over it a bunch of times, it's going to show through the back, and even that really didn't. So I think we're good. We are good if you just do regular writing. Yeah, like I can barely see it, like maybe a touch. There's like a touch that went through there on the top because it went over this other part, but it's not that bad at all. I do use these sign brush pens in my regular planner, in my planner spreads, and I never have problems with them showing through or ghosting, bleeding, nothing. So keep that in mind. These are really, really good for happy planner paper, in my opinion. Again, if you write really slow and dark, you might see it, but I never have a problem. Once again, here are all the lovely pens I received from Writech. And once again, thank you, Writech, for sending these to me. I can't wait to add them to my collection. Very excited about that. Let me know in the comments if you've used these pens before and what you think of them. All of these pens will be linked in the description box along with that discount code. So I appreciate when you use my links. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.